Facebook. All right, so let's just go ahead and get right into it. What's up, everyone? Yusuf here. It is Tuesday evening, and I'm gonna finish juicing my pineapple. So, figured I'll jump on live. Welcome everyone who's joined in. Thank you for choosing to pop in tonight. I'll be juicing pineapple that I've already cut up, and I've been sitting in the refrigerator for about a day or two. Yeah, 2 days. And I'm going to use this juice press bag and a blender, and I'll show you how to do it all right here. So without for and by the way, I have some of my carrot juice that I made earlier, or maybe 2 days ago. You would have saw it on my last video, so you can see what I did with the carrot juice, as well as all the pulp that I have remaining from that. Feel free to check that out. That's my previous IG live or previous video posted on my page. And this is star fruit, green apple, and cinnamon in this one. And key lime. No cinnamon, it's key lime. So green apple, star fruit, and just said it. Let me just taste it. Key lime, that's right. All right, so let's go ahead and get to it. So as always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop it in the chat. And if you feel called to it, just let me know how you're doing today. Or how was your day? If you want to share about how your Memorial Day weekend was, feel free to do that as well. I went camping in Alabama, and it was about 2 hours away. I was actually at Tuskegee University, or near Tuskegee University, and that was my first time having the opportunity to visit the city and the town. There's a Tuskegee Institute and a Tuskegee as neighboring cities, and the university is very large. It's a beautiful. It looks beautiful from the outside, at least what I could see, and yeah, I was grateful to have the opportunity to see that. I went to Florida A&M University. Shout out to the Rattlers. It's such an easier way. Let me grab a spoon. Everything works out the way it's supposed to, the way it's supposed to. Everything works out. But yeah, having an opportunity to go to this Tuskegee, I went to Florida A&M University, so I didn't have the opportunity. Well, not that I didn't, just there was never called to go to Alabama and to Tuskegee as well. So I'm grateful to be called in. Shout out to Farmer Bay for calling me in. I've been living a raw foods lifestyle, fruits, seasoned nuts and vegetables only. No starches, no, I'm not vegan, no cooked foods. So completely raw, and I've been living this lifestyle for a year, or a little over a year. Just celebrated my 1 year anniversary at the end of April, so a year and roughly a month in. It's pretty exciting. But yeah, I've been living this lifestyle for a little over a year, and I was invited. Well, a flyer was shared about Belonging Day, and I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. The first thing I saw was camping on a farm. That's all I needed to see. What's special about this one is that it is owned and operated by two people, a lovely couple that that's cultivated this land on 110 acres, created this communal space, this safe haven, and they're raw vegan farmers. I say raw vegan because they live a raw lifestyle, and they also consume cooked foods, and it is vegan. So they create a space where they cater to the vegans in the community, as well as nurture and steward the land. So I had an opportunity to visit this farm and stay in camp overnight. Uh, I was by a creek. Again, I had no expectations that I didn't know what it would look like, nor did I care. I just knew that I wanted to be outdoors and yeah, camp, like ground, like it was close to it was near the full moon, and I feel like the energy is still present. So just to be outdoors, allowing the light of the full moon to illuminate the night while staring at the stars, and really enjoying that. Um, yeah, it was peaceful. My nervous system definitely had a beautiful reset. We had a campfire going on there, sharing just beautiful, transparent stories. Again, really allowing it all to come up and creating spaces to, one of the prompt questions was share about, let me reframe that. It was, yeah, share about what's taking place for you over the last decade. Like, what major shifts have you gone through over the last decade? And there was some powerful shares. I'm not going to share anyone else's story, but what came up for me is just how many transitions that I've had. In this 10 years period, if I was to go year by year, it's felt like I lived lifetimes in that period. And so going back to 2014, yeah, I'm started talking and now I haven't been blending. So let me go ahead and get back over here. I need to plug it up. Oh, it's plugged up. I'm going to continue this story. I won't leave you hanging. Yeah, I won't leave you hanging. Uh, yeah, in 2014, I had I arrived back in Washington, D.C. Well, let me just say, I was in Washington, D.C., and I just started my role and job at Discovery Communications as a senior financial analyst. This is me coming from living abroad overseas for 2 years, uh, going back to Florida, being there for several months, and then now moving to Washington, D.C., and yeah, really like getting back into the workforce again. So that was that period. Uh, wow, 2014. What were you doing in 2014? What was happening in your life? What was like the biggest challenge you were experiencing at that time? And as you think about that, when you look back at it, um, how has that prepared or served you today? So in 2014, what do you recall being like a challenge that you were present with that may have felt overwhelming? And how did that serve you today, or how does that serve you today? And so for me, my biggest challenge at the time was learning how to type with one hand. I was experiencing an injury that required time for my arm to recover before I could use it with ease. And so therefore, I was typing with one arm and became quite adept at it. So yeah, just knowing that that was a challenge that I was present with, uh, and working through that, it really helped me to gain a sense of like whatever I put my mind to, I can do it. It's like regardless of what the challenge is, if I'm going to give my all. When I lock in, it's like, no, this is what needs to happen. And regardless of what it is, it's like I have what it takes. It's like there's not going to be what I deem to be minimal things. And it's not minimal. This was challenging when it was taking place. But now when I look back, it's like, yeah, and I did that. and I did it at a high level. So, yeah, just giving thanks for the experiences over the last decade, and now to be in a place to have learned and see all the ways that it has served me, having more resilience and the focus, the discipline, and that's really helped inspire this raw journey for me of, like, again, being up at 10 o'clock at night, and I love it too. I love it that I get the juice, pouring the prayers into my nourishment, my ashe, and knowing that this is what I'll be consuming over the next couple of days. I am on day 6 of 7 of my juice feast. Yes, when I was camping, I was also juicing out there, so that was great. I brought some watermelon juice. I brought some of the carrot juice, the green apple, star fruit, and lime juice. And I brought a couple coconuts. You know, I like to have my coconuts daily, getting those fresh electrolytes. But yeah, on day 6 of 7, what I love about my juice feast now, right? Because I did a 36-day juice feast back in February. Oh no, I think it was end of February up into like the beginning of April. I did a 36-day juice feast, and to be honest, the real reason why I broke my feet is because I was in Panama, and with Dr. Edris Latham, and if I'm not gonna miss opportunities to get, prepare the foods and to make it with what I deem to be the master in this raw food cuisine. I've learned essentially how to prepare using the modern day appliances such as the Vitamist, a blender, food processor, dehydrator, and really connecting it all together in a way that is satisfying to my taste buds and intentional. Like the meditation, the ceremony of soaking the nuts 8 hours in advance, or it's 8 to 12 hours, learning to work within a schedule that fits you. Uh, Making recipes, getting your shopping list is like, this is not a 5-minute process. However, I plan it around my day to where when I throw something in a dehydrator in the evening, when I wake up in the morning, just pull it out, take it out. And now I have either a meal that's prepared for the morning, or well, not morning time, but like afternoon, or I could take it with me when I leave out. And so, you know, I get to spread out the work throughout the day, and it serves me for many days. And again, I adjust to my lifestyle if I'm traveling, if going camping, right? Maybe make a little bit extra so I can take with me on the road. Uh, yeah, it really depends on what it is. I have so many options with it. And again, I'm only 1 year in, so my favorite thing about this is that I have so much that I can learn, and that I get the joy of learning and practicing and experimenting with. That is really like, the options are endless. And so I'm grateful to have all these books, raw food books, and just my own experimentation, and just living the lifestyle. So yes, and with that, I'm going to head continue. So here's the juice press back, and here's all the pulp, the fibers of the pineapple. I'm just doing this so you guys can see. So all the fibers are on the bag. And I don't have any use for this because all my nutrients are right there. So what I'm going to do is actually get rid of this. So one moment. And actually, if you have any questions or anything come up that you want to ask, feel free to drop it in the chat, and I'll be sure to get to you. I'm doing that late night juicing, trying to prepare myself for this upcoming week. I have a. What I love about what I do is um, being with We Society, my brand We Society, is that I get to create my life, at least in the connections, right? So it's a lifestyle brand. We sell aware apparel, statement apparel, as one of our businesses or business units, I would like to deem. And then another aspect for the lifestyle is wellness activations and retreats. And so, what really excites me is that I'm meeting, again, these raw vegan farmers or high raw or vegan farmers, right? And being able to engage and work with community and, making these beautiful connections and bringing like the food, the camping experiences, the things that I already love doing, I get to share it with others, right? And so I love just my passion for travel, for exploring, because I now get to explore and make these connections and then invite others who are seeking this out as well. So, yeah, more to that. Let me go ahead and rinse this bag, and I'm going to start on the next round. All right, apologies, you all. I got a little distracted, but I am back, and we're going to continue to juice these pineapples. All right, actually, I can just leave this right here for now. You guys got any stories to share about anything? What's alive for you? But yeah, I was speaking about curating, creating my experiences, inviting others out. Hoping to do the same thing with my brother in Ecuador, Jordan. They're frugivore, and he's doing a lot of amazing work out in Ecuador. Yeah, definitely gonna be more to come with that. I'll be sure to drop that somehow. I'm just gonna keep it. Just know that things are happening. But again, connecting with other like-minded souls and individuals who are doing great and amazing work around the world, and now being able to curate experiences that allow the tribes to come together, learn, and grow. Um, Same thing in Panama. Be back where I learned and made the shift to my raw lifestyle with Dr. Eris Latham. So, yeah, it's happening. If you're interested, always feel free to drop me a link. If you want to learn more about juicing or you juice anyways, again, I do this juice fast every full moon and or major astrological event. And so for this upcoming, I'm on day 6 of 7 right now. And this upcoming month is going to be the summer solstice. So I'll start another juice feast on the summer solstice. So if you're interested and you want to do a 1 day, 3 day, 5 day, or join me for the 7 day, or who knows, I might go longer, join the Revitalized and Juice community group. Free group here on Facebook. Uh, yeah, really the purpose for me and why I created this group is to invite others in. I receive a lot of questions through DMs, and I love it because I just see the interest and how this resonates and all the questions that come. Maybe it's health reasons, maybe just curiosity. Maybe you just see my skin glow. I don't, I'm not sure everything that leads to it, but excuse me. A lot of the questions is, what type of juicer do you have? What recipes do you make? How long do you do this for, right? And I was like, well, you know what? Let me just put it all in one place and invite you all to come in and join in, right? So I have a repository of the FAQs, the juicers I have, and other juicers that you can look into if you want to use a juicer. As you can see right now, I'm using a blender and a juice bag, right? And so there's multiple options and ways. And again, I'm here to share it for those who are interested. And so I'm grateful to be able to serve and show the ways that have worked for me. And now that I can speak to with complete confidence because I have actively gone through it for a year. While I was camping, one of the brothers asked me, yeah, so no cheat days. I'm like, I don't know what a cheat day is. Like, I don't do that. And I say it because it's like I understand the discipline, the commitment, and because I've had quote unquote cheat days in the past where I didn't fulfill and I'm saying in the past meaning like, okay, I'm not gonna go out and eat fast food back in the days when I was eating fast food. But I will go do it or be late at night. And let me use that, that's the better thing. Eating late at night was a weakness of mine. And when I would do that, I often would feel less optimal. That's what fills the line. And so, but I know what happens when I do that, and yet I did it anyway. And so I give myself grace for the times where I did have those cheap moments. But I know how this feels. I know how when I'm eating the foods that I'm preparing, when it's organic, if it's not organic, seeded, and just really going for the best available, and also what's in season, has provided me I just feel the life. I use the term life because that's really what it feels like, is the energy, the electricity flowing through me in ways that, like, since I feel it, I was like, oh, I like this, and how can I keep getting more of this? Oh, it's just the foods that I'm consuming. All right, that's clear. I got it. So that's how I'm choosing to move. And again, that's why I want to share these resources for those who are interested. And you get to explore your own path to see if this is something you want to continue, right? It's really all invitational for everything. It's like you choose to make these decisions in all of them in your life. And that's why I always give thanks for everyone truly finding what works best for them. Because then I get a chance to meet, they share what they love to juice, or maybe some smoothies, and I can support someone else who might want to just juice once or twice every month. And now they have these smoothies and other ideas as well. So I just create the spaces for those to come in and share. And I shout outs to my brothers and sisters out there that are also doing the same thing. So without further ado, I'm gonna keep getting on this. And you know what? I'm going to switch into what I deem to be a turbo mode, because I also don't want to be doing this the whole night. And I know I can move a little bit quicker, but I'm in the flow. I'm enjoying talking to you all. Thank you for dropping your questions in. Let me know if you have any questions. I can keep talking. But if you have any questions, anything you want to know, feel free to drop them in the chat. Actually, no, let me go to Turbo Mom. I'm going to go ahead and get off the live now. Again, if you have any questions, as always, though, feel free to DM me, check in. It's all good. It's all love. Thank you again for being here. This is about 32 ounces of pineapple juice in here, which I will do the pleasure of pouring, and then I'll wrap up the live after this. Thank you all for being here, choosing to spend your evening with me. Much love. "32 ounces, 100% organic pineapple juice." All right. All right, y'all. Much love. See you next time. Peace.